let's see how we are going to graph y equals tang x minus pi over 2. This is going to do some kind of shifting for pi over 2 because between x and pi over 2 is subtraction here. It's not multiplication. If it were multiplication, it's going to change the period. Now, we have a tangent of x. That's the blue one right here. This would be another piece. You see, tangent x starts from 0, going up. And here on the left-hand side, it's going up to the origin. This would be negative pi over 2. This is positive pi over 2. So between negative pi over 2 and the positive pi over 2 is one period. So instead of 2 pi, tangent x has period pi between negative pi over 2 to the positive pi over 2 is one period. Okay, recall tangent x. 1x has those 5 different key values. You'll have a tangent value like this. Tangent 0, 1x is 0, you have a tangent value is 0. That's why we have this point is on the graph. So when x is pi over 4, you have a tangent pi over 4 is 1. When x is pi over 3, you have a value for tangent x is radical 3 over 2. Okay, so when x value is pi over 3 here, and how about the y value is radical 3 over 2. So it's roughly this right here. Okay, that's the place. Okay, that's for positive value. Negative values are similar. It's just on the left-hand side of the origin. This is again the tangent x, one piece. The thing is that we want to look at x minus pi over 2 now. If this big quantity x minus pi over 2 end up with those 5 key values, we shall have these trigonometric function values. Now, then we do not need x to be those 5 key values, because in order to have x minus pi over 2 be 5 key values, x has to choose different values. For example, the origin, when x minus pi over 2 is 0, then x has to be pi over 2. Because you plug in pi over 2 here, we subtract pi over 2, you get 0. Then tangent x minus pi over 2 would be tangent pi over 2 subtract pi over 2, you will have a 0 here. So this basically tells us that in order to have this tangent x minus pi over 2 be 0, we need x be pi over 2 rather than x be 0, not like this place. So originally it was 0, 0. Now it has to be what? It has to be pi over 2. You plug in here. You subtract pi over 2. You get this big quantity be 0. And then you have a tangent x minus pi over 2 is 0. So basically from origin, this point, it shifts to here. So that's why we say x minus pi over 2 is, for this picture, is shifted. This is the origin shifted to pi over 2 right here. Okay? So the graph is actually from this place shifted to this place. We can do more analysis right here. For example, previously, if we have an x is pi over 2, we end up with radical 3 over 2. 1x is here. We end up with radical 3 over 2 is about this high. Now we need x minus pi over 2 to be this value. So that's why I wrote it here. Okay. Then you add pi over 2 on both sides. X stands alone. You want to add pi over 2, pi over 3 together. Make denominators be common. Then you need x be 5 pi over 6. Okay. So you click on that, this point. So previously, you just need pi over 3. Then you get radical 3 over 2. Now you need pi over 5 pi over 6. You get radical 3 over 2. Okay. So you see from pi over 3 shifted to 5 pi over 6. So then how much you actually shifted? What's the distance between pi over 3 and 5 pi over 6? Denominator is 6, denominator is 3. Make 6 be 3, you must multiply 2 on both numerator and denominator. So you have a denominator be 6, upstairs has to be 2 pi. 5 pi minus 2 pi is 3 pi. Downstairs is 6. So 3 pi over 6 is just pi, is just 1/2 pi. Okay. So again, the distance is pi over 2. So pi over 2. So pi over 2 here just play a rule is shifted to the right-hand side. So minus pi over 2 tells us picture is shifted to the right-hand side with pi over 2 units to the right. Okay. Previously, we have this dotted line as an asymptote for this blue one. Well, this one also shifted. Pi over 2, you add pi over 2, it goes here. So this will be the asymptote for this red curve. Red curve is the one right here. Y equals x minus pi over 2. Okay, so this will be our new picture. It starts from pi over 2, 0, goes high. So basically is the branch right here. You see, the branch right here. And then this is one period. Another period will be like this. Okay, this is from 0 to pi is one period. From pi to 2 pi is another piece for a duplicate of this one. So this answer will be the correct answer. And this answer will not be, because you can see right here. Here you see this is not the starting point. Looks like a little bit bigger than pi over 4. It actually should be pi over 2 here. Again, shifted from origin cubic pi over 2 right here. Okay, that's what we want to know. All right, I'll see you next time.